Let's talk how to stay lean during the corona craziness. Hey girls, I know that there is so much going on. It seems like the world has gone totally mad, and you may be sitting at home thinking to yourself, oh my god, I'm either going to, number one, lose the results that I have already achieved, or number two, perhaps you are in the process of actually making progress and actually getting results, and you're thinking to yourself, oh my god, there's no way I'm going to be able to maintain this while I'm sitting at home and eating crap all day and not getting to the gym. So I wanted to share with you a couple of my lean girl tips that will hopefully help you while you're staying at home, while we are doing the responsible thing, not seeing people, not getting to the gym, not eating out. And you know what? I actually think that in a small way, it can actually be beneficial to be staying at home. You will have a lot more free time, obviously, that you can put into healthy cooking, that you can actually make time for your exercise. So even though it may seem like everything is falling apart and like you have so many restrictions, it could actually be the thing that you've been waiting for to say, oh my god, I have so much going on, I'm always traveling, I'm always away for work, you know, then it's so-and-so's big event. And so now we basically have cleared away our diaries, and we now can kind of use that time to focus on our body goals. And I think that it has been a huge wake-up call for a lot of us, realizing how important our health is, realizing how important it is to always stay fit and healthy and have our immune systems at their peak, because we never know what is just around the corner. So let me get right into my lean girl tips that are going to hopefully help you stay lean, or actually still get lean and come out of hibernation looking a little bit more sexy, a little bit more sculpted, and of course being the most healthy version of yourself. So let's go with my couple of tips. Number one is to really not buy any crap to bring home. I know that it is really tempting, especially when you're walking through the grocery store and perhaps the healthy things are all sold out, and we think, oh well, you know, the Easter eggs are out, I might as well grab a few of those, or you know, I wouldn't want to be in quarantine for a couple of weeks without ice cream, and we're loading up on a lot of things that we wouldn't normally buy. This is a huge mistake, especially knowing that we are going to be at home and it is going to be really accessible to us. And so a big thing, I think, is just not having it in the house when it's not there, and especially if you're on quarantine, you really can't eat the junk. But if it's in the cupboard and you're feeling a little bit bored, or maybe you're feeling anxious about the whole situation, or any kind of emotion really, it's so easy to turn to food to try and deal with those emotions or just cure yourself of boredom. So number one tip, do not buy it. If it is not in your house, you cannot eat it. So really guys, avoid eating crap. You can still buy a whole lot of delicious, healthy, fresh food and make amazing meals. If you follow me on Instagram, I will be pumping out the recipes. So be sure to catch me on the gram for all of my lean girl recipes. Tip number two, and this is the big one, is to actually stick to meal times. It is so easy to end up eating all day. If you're sitting in front of your computer, you know, in your sweatpants, you don't have to get dressed up for anyone, you don't have to do anything. It is so easy to just head to the fridge, and when you're feeling bored or you're working on a difficult task, to head into the pantry, head into the fridge and check what there is to eat. How to avoid this is to stick to your meal times. Have set meals. Say, okay, cool, I have breakfast at 8, then I have a snack at 10:30 if you're into snacking, then I have lunch, then I have, so it's not just like an entire day of eating, an entire meal, like a meal that lasts the entire day. This is a sure way to absolutely eat so many calories without even realizing it. Just munching and grazing the entire day will really rack them up. So stick to meal times. Tip number 3 is to log out of Uber Eats and actually cook more food at home. Whenever I am trying to coach girls on how to get lean, the first thing I say is the more you can cook at home, the better. Why? Because you then have control as to what's going into your meal. You can control how much oil goes in, how much sauce is being used, and you can be super accurate when it comes to counting your calories. This is because you can actually weigh and measure out all of your food. So this is actually the most perfect opportunity to get super accurate, to get super precise with your calorie counting. If you haven't started calorie counting yet, I have a program launched launching on the 25th, which can show you exactly how to start calorie counting. It will take all the guesswork out of it and show you exactly how, because you know that that's what I'm all about. It's all about the calories in versus calories out if you want to get lean. But yes, tip number 3 is to cook more meals at home, and don't just look at the easy way out to order Uber Eats every single night. That is a sure way to really rack up the calories for all of your meals. Tip number 4 is to avoid snacking. I really find that eating a few bigger meals is much more satisfying than eating a lot of smaller meals that don't really seem to touch sides. Remember, when you're eating a huge meal, your stomach actually is getting the signal that you are now full, and you can actually take your mind off of food for a while. Unlike when you're snacking, you eat something and I like to say the warning light still stays on. So in maybe half an hour or 1 hour, you are already hungry again. A good way to eat a super satisfying meal, or to put together a satisfying meal, is to include protein, carbs, and fats, and a ton of veggies or salad in every single meal, and that will keep you going for a good couple of hours, and you can take your mind off of food. Another good tip is really to stay super hydrated by drinking low calorie drinks. That can also help you tide over till your next meal. If you are feeling a little bit peckish, sometimes we actually just super thirsty. So you can have herbal teas with a bit of sweetener in it. Coffee actually has 0 calories. It's just the milk that you use. I love to use almond milk in my coffee and a bit of sweetener, and that's perfect for me. All low calorie drinks or 0 calorie drinks, Coke Light, Sprite Zero, you can also sip in between those. And then let this be a challenge to you to actually get those 2 to 3 liters of water in by actually getting a water jug or a water bottle and drinking those 2 to 3 liters of water as well. Another tip is to really try and still stay active, even though you may be in a smaller space than usual, you're not walking up and down at the office. A nice tip is to actually stand and work. If you have a countertop in your kitchen or anywhere else, or even if you just have a desk and you can put some things on it and actually put your computer on it, do a couple of hours where you're standing, even half an hour standing, half an hour sitting, so that you actually aren't just sedentary the entire day. Otherwise, just take short breaks in between working, get up, walk around your garden, even better, walk around the block. And just keep moving. It is very easy to be sitting on your chair working all day, then we're sitting on the couch in the evening and we're not really moving half as much as we should. We really want to keep that activity level as high as possible, considering the fact that we aren't going to be able to go to the gym. When it comes to workouts, there is no excuse. You guys know I'm all about the gym, but there are so many amazing exercises that you can still do at home with very minimal equipment. I will be putting together a ton of home workouts that I will be putting up on Instagram and Facebook that you can follow along, so you really have no excuse. You know, and this brings me to my next point as well. I think it's really important to have some kind of schedule for your day, because working from home all the time, I've learned for myself that I have to have a schedule for the day. Otherwise, I think, oh, you know, I'll do my workout a little bit later, or I'll do this later, I'll do that. Actually plan it out, have times. Okay, I'm gonna wake up at 7, maybe it's a bit later than normal because you don't have to do the normal drive to work. And then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my home workout. That is going to set you off and make you feel so fresh and ready for the day. You then have an amazing shower, you have a great cup of coffee, maybe you have breakfast then you are going to work for 2 hours, let's say. Then you're going to get up and you're going to walk around a little bit. Then you are going to, you know, just kind of plan out your day and just put some structure, which I find really helps you to stick into your healthy routine. And lastly, I just want to say, be kind to yourself and work with what you have. I like to say that every new experience, you know, we like to label it, oh, it's good, this is bad, and you should really just approach it with a curious nature. Say, okay, cool, I can't get to the gym. So, you know, maybe this is a new experience. Maybe I actually enjoy some home workouts, or maybe, oh, you know, I always order this for lunch at my office. Well, now's a new opportunity to actually cook something at home and actually have a home cooked meal for lunch. So instead of fighting it, surrender to the situation. It is what it is. And if we have to stay home, make it work for you. And I bet that if you do follow all of these tips, you can actually get incredible results, and you're going to come out of quarantine looking all kinds of sexy. I believe it. So check out my Instagram where I'll be doing my home workouts. I will also be ramping up on the recipes, and I normally do some recipe cards too, so you can download them and get cooking in the kitchen. So let's use this time at home to not only not gain weight, but actually get lean. So I hope that those couple of tips gave you some new ideas on how you can stay fit, lean and healthy while you are staying at home and being a good citizen. Let me know, as always, if you enjoyed this video. Hit me with a like, hit me with a comment, share it if you find them helpful, and of course follow me on the gram for my daily workouts that will be done from home with minimal equipment, as well as my recipes which I'll be sharing with you so that you can get cooking lean in the kitchen. That's it from me, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and let's make the next couple of weeks really count.